Well, I give The Running Man 9 Glenn Powells in towels out of 10.
I'll give the movie like 7.5 water guns out of 10.
I very much enjoyed this movie. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, I enjoyed this movie. It's another fun movie. You know what I mean? It
Uh-huh.
is a fun movie. This is the exact kind of movie I would have loved when I was like 14 years old.
Dude,
You know
or
what I
when you're
mean?
25.
You know what I mean?
Better
Like
yet, we got him when we're 40.
yeah, facts, right? No, but like, it's a lot of fun. Like, obviously, Glenn Powell is great in the lead role. Coleman Domingo, I think, is one of my favorite
He's
parts. He's
having a
clearly having a
blast.
blast.
Josh Brolin's a good villain.
Josh Brolin's good. Obviously, Michael Cera. It's great. And, I haven't read this particular novel. In fact, I only had watched the original Arnold Schwarzenegger version before I went to see this one.
Yeah, I've never seen that one.
And I actually do like this one more. And apparently this is a little closer to the novel, and I enjoyed some of the changes from the original film just in terms of Ben Richards, how he like gets involved in the game, things like that. It differs a little bit from the Arnold Schwarzenegger take. So, and I preferred it in this one. This does not feel like an Edgar Wright movie.
But is that a bad thing?
Yeah, it is. I think
Okay.
so.
All right, you
Like,
got me.
when you look back at some of his other films like Baby Driver and Scott Pilgrim, things like that, like if you look at what he's done best, obviously Shaun of the Dead too, it is this like kinetic filmmaking and very wild editing to kind of match these like jump cut action sequences. And though the film is still very fun and thematically relevant, though very obvious and almost unnecessary to make right now, it felt very mainstream. The writing was kind of awkward to me. I didn't really like how the movie concluded. So it was fun, but it kind of kept halting as it kept going for me. And I was like, Edgar Wright, there were moments where his flair would pop in and it was great, but it just ultimately I was left wanting more of what makes his movie best.
I was very entertained. I didn't love the ending. Spoilers for The Running Man. I didn't like the part, like I was all in. I was like, this movie's fucking awesome. 9.5, 10 out of 10, I'm in. And then it's like, oh, he escaped out of a secret escape pod. And then some girl found the black box of the jet and actually revealed all the secrets. I didn't like that. But then he comes back. I was like, that sucks. That was a terrible ending. But then he comes back and kills Josh Brolin, or supposedly kills Josh Brolin. I thought that made up for it because he's still part of the revolution.